A new day. If you forgot, these grates are in there, but the beams aren't fully welded in, so Alex will work on that. And then the bottom side of the firebox still needs to get taken off. So I'm gonna try to use the big one with the flap disc on there to remove all that before it gets too heavy, because after we do that, then we're gonna start putting in the inner box, and that can get beefy. So I'll be doing that here, and then I'll move on to packing with that stuff over there. Good as I can get it. The bottom is where we burnt it. I think the paint stuck a little bit in there. Other than that, going in on the legs. We'll have to do that after I cut it out. That's it. Got some dust down there. It's pretty empty. Alright, so I laid in the bottom layer of insulation because we're going to slide in the tank right over it. What it is, there's the roll. It's 1 inch thick by 2 wide. Like 2 more of those rolls. But this is going to be the thinnest spot on the whole thing because it's basically the 2 inches on the whole bottom. So there's 2 layers. I even put a strip in each of those pipes, and then in between the pipes, so that should be pretty well insulated. Now we're going to throw that thing on top of it and hope it all stays put. Alright, so I'm packing the stuff in there once it's in its resting place. It's just not very easy using this spare angle, going down there and poking and trying to get it in there. It would have been nice to lay it all around the floor, like we do in the bottom. I didn't know how. I'll just keep stabbing away at it. There it is, all stuffed up, ready to go, ready to rock. I gotta leave here in a little bit, but Alex is gonna work on getting that side done. This is what the back looks like. We may, probably not, but there's still a little bit left over there. But that is it. Hopefully he gets some good footage while I'm gone. Look what Alex did last night. Beautiful. The bottom pieces are all welded in there. Filled in. He cut that out a little bit so it looks nice and even. The only thing left is that top right there. But man, when I drew it up in my head, that's what it looked like. Exactly what it looked like. I think that'll work just fine. So the back still needs to get done as well. All the insulation is just hanging out there. But yeah, so we'll probably put that on, and then we need to cut the door out. And then this thing, hopefully will get attached to that thing today. And then also, a lot of grinding needs to be done on the inside to get all that propane rust out of there. And then depending, we may try to bring in some help to get the outside ground down, to paint off of it. So I was wanting to do that before we burned it, but I don't know. Plans change sometimes. But that's what we're working on today. Hoping to get it on the trailer if possible tomorrow, but I don't know, because limited time. But get to work. Here, I finished grinding off all those wells on top, so the racks fit a little better. Now I'm flat disking all this rust out of there. Don't bother. Not quite happy with it. There is the front or back, whatever side you call it, all done, welded up and everything. So that's the final look of it. And then what we did on the back is through the door piece or whatever that's going to be on there. So it's tacked up right now. You can see there is a little bit of space there we're going to try to grind down. But the reason we did that is so we could trace the door in there, and then we'll take it off, cut one edge, put the hinges on there, then put it back on. But we may just connect the whole thing to the smoker before that happens, but we wanted to get the door drawn at least before we connect it. So that's what we're working on right now. And then over here, look at the progress. It's kind of hard to tell because it's all dusty, but that's all ground, and we just have this corner left. So after a bunch of grunting and moaning, we got it pretty close. Look how good that looks. There's a little gap all the way around. But this thing is, it is heavy. What do you think? Leave it or try to squeeze it up more?
Well, if we push it out more, we have to grind a little bit right here.
I tell you what, I don't want to back it out.
No, I don't either. That's the only spot that's in.
Can you fill it like that, or is it too much?
That's a lot. I think our best, but we could even maybe take a cutter and try to just cut it down a little right there, so we don't have to move the tank.
I was gonna do this last night, but it's too dark to see. But the inside of this thing is all ground out too, kind of bare metal, a little bit of rust left over. I have the door still left to do. But over on this side of things, there's at least one bead welded throughout the whole thing except the very bottom. So what we're doing now is Alex will weld that as best he can. We're going to be working on getting the paint stripped, or at least on the bottom of this, because later today it's going to be going on the trailer, hopefully, yes, in a few hours. So we got to hurry up. We got some help here, Tyler, and we're waiting on one more. So that'll be nice. Yeah, quick welding, and that's about it. Got the first side done for the supports to be held up. The outside of this tank is, the firebox is all welded up. We have about an hour until Brian gets here with the truck to pick everything, or to move it onto the trailer. So we'll be on this side. Trevor's here to do the same thing.
then we'll. You want me to set this down now while you cut that off? Do that. I can set this where it is right now.
Yeah, maybe it's yes, but
Then I can pick up that back a little bit.
those welds break.
I don't think those welds are gonna break.
Something else.
So I'll set it down and I'll move it over a few licks. Then somebody just makes it and glue it on the hook, hook to my hook. And then we'll keep it from sliding that way. You know, right here. Yeah. I mean, we'll start with that. I'll move over to that spot. We'll see if it's in it. And then we know that when we're lifting it, it won't slide.
Disconnect it a little bit, yeah.
When we lift it up,
What is that? Just put something under it just in case. There it is.
all right, I'm going to set it down so that it's more towards the center now.
That's gonna be rolling now. You want to chop it in?
What?
Oh yeah, I want to lock it there.
Oh, no, that will hold it.
We can figure out the front weight. Maybe put it in a box or something. I mean, just so you know, it is slid a little farther forward than we were planning. So they're not sitting right there. I wanted to go something here anyway.
Well, it's on there. It's not welded, but it is on. I'll give you the 360 tour. Look at this though. Yep, not sure what's going on there. And there. But it's not too terrible. Alex, come lift the front end. So it sags a bit to the back.
A bit.
But when you lift the front,
Like there is tongue weight. I thought it was sitting all on the back. But.
yeah, it does kind of look from a backed up view. It's definitely angling back, but his truck is so dang tall that it causes that to happen anyway.
It's fine.
So what we're probably gonna do is jack the back up a little bit because it's touching there. We're gonna see if we can get that raised up so we can put some supports on the cross beam instead of there, and then we'll probably weld that up. Then we want to drive it and see how it does. Tires are a little flat. It's definitely sagging.